Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our group stream of blueprints. This should be episode 4 for us. I'm very excited tonight. We made some tremendous progress in our last stream. That was our 8th day. We're only 8 days into this game. We already got into room 46. That day was super long. I think we spent 178 steps and made the power hammer and broke a bunch of walls and made the thing that lights fires and lit a bunch of fires and a whole bunch of other kinds of meta progress. But more importantly, or what's getting me very excited, is we made some observations that I didn't piece together in my solo playthrough. So we actually have some leads on some new stuff. So you might be wondering, now that we have technically rolled the credits and blueprints, why we're continuing to play. So the reason I asked these guys to help me with this game, to continue playing here, is, I mean, obviously we haven't solved all the puzzles yet. There's a whole lot of outstanding mysteries, and I will talk about more of them as we get into the game, but I just want to do a quick recap of some of the things we're working on before I jump in, and that is, we've heard there's a whole bunch of collections of 8 things that we may need to uncover or collect or solve. We're well aware so far in our playthrough of 2 of them. One of them came from Alzara, and he has informed us that there are 8 red letters that we should try to collect, or will try to collect. He said we're only going to get 7 of them, so maybe that means we will actually only get 7 of those 8. The other is the clue that we decoded with the letters in each room of the manor that said that 8 small gate, if you count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So we need to find and open 8 safes or small gates, and we have found 6 of them and opened 3 of those. So those are some things we're going to continue to work on. The other major step I want us to do today is try to get back into room 46. That will sort of shine some light on some of the future puzzles we'll be doing, and I'll call out more stuff as we come up. I made a big bunch of notes in our Discord. We're playing this through Discord about some of the outstanding things that we need to do. Some interesting ones are like we have a chess puzzle we're trying to solve. We need to provide power to the lab. So those are the kinds of things we'll be working on, but I'm going to just jump in and we'll see where day 9 takes us. We're going to have a new... There we go. We're going to have a new intro. Not a new intro, a new letter, I think.
It's our first time coming in after successfully reaching the 45th room the next day.
Okay. We get us a trophy, the inheritance trophy for reaching room 46. I'm going to grab our allowance. We got a new letter. Open only in the event of inheritance. It's got a new stamp. I can't scan the stamp yet. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your new home, your home. I screwed up the first sentence. That's great. We're off to a great start.
Good start.
I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our ease, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive towards. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Oven Navarre, that's part of the in-world language, secret language, not secret language, it's the language of a nation. We might need to learn how to translate it. Herbert S. Sinclair. So there we go. We are now the Baron, and still in the manor, so I'm going to run right back outside like we always do when we start. And we're going to select an exterior room. Another useful thing for us to do is, I think we've only seen, in fact, I can pull up the directory here. How do I pull up the directory? We have a bunch of rooms we've never seen, so some of what we'll be doing is filling these in. So many rooms. Oh, is this half the shops?
That'll keep us busy.
Yeah. It looks like we have 2 exterior rooms even. I'm hoping to get a new exterior room today, one in particular. There's 2 left, one is extremely useful and one I don't particularly care for. Let's see. Well, we didn't get either. We could make another roll on our schoolhouse, or we could put the trading post in place, because one of the things we want to do is try to ignite the dynamite in the trading post. Or we could just grab the shelter for the red rooms stuff. I think I'm going to do the trading post. It gives us more options. We can also use it to trade stuff if we need to, but I'm not even going to go in there because we don't need that at the moment.
Wind up key from the parlor.
Yeah, we should try that.
Trade that.
It's probably not significant, but you never know. All right. So back to business as usual. Oh, here we have a list. This is new. Here's a list of the trophies we can achieve. Now, these are some of these sort of hint at some things we want to do like in-game, and some of them are like legit like challenge trophies, and we're probably not going to do any of those. I'll just read through them really quick.
Yeah.
Full house, we haven't done. That's not that hard. Let's just get a room in every slot in the house. Explorer's trophies, find all of the floor plans. I've not done this. There's 110. We currently have 74, so we got a long way to go. Bullseye trophy, dashboard, dartboard puzzles. Those easy, just takes time. Same for parlor game trophy. 8 workshop contraptions. I know how to make all of them, so we can do that. The drafting sweepstakes. There's clues to this, but I'll explain it. You can do this if you draft 20 dead ends in your manor, and I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. It sounds extremely difficult. Sigil trophies, so we'll be unlocking Realm Sigils. That's one of the 8 things that we'll be doing later on. I'll explain more when we have more of a sense of what that is. The puzzle in room 8, if we solve it on rank 8, we get the trophy 8. We haven't encountered room 8 yet. And these, I think, are the challenge ones. So Dare mode and Curse mode are different modes of play, and we can reach room 46 on them and get a trophy. You can get a trophy if you get to room 46 on day 1. That seems crazy. You can do it in under an hour. That doesn't seem that crazy. There's a showroom room where you can buy very expensive things. You get a trophy if you buy all of the things in it. I have done that in my other playthrough. There's a final exam in the classroom that has 50 questions on it that I've massively failed in my original playthrough, but I'm learning most of it, so we could give that another whirl. And then you get this one for doing all the trophies. So those are some other objectives we can work on. But, we got a new room already. I'm going to put in the gift shop. I don't think I have enough to buy anything. Yeah, that makes sense. So the gift shop is a room, I believe, you can't draft until after you've reached room 46. There's nothing interactable in here, but it is a store. And from the store you can purchase a Mount Holly tea, which you can put in the closet. I can afford that. The lunchbox is really useful. It puts a lunchbox in the dining room that you can take and eat immediately. Here's the swim trunks thing I mentioned. It puts the trunks in the pool. I've never been able to unlock this. I don't know what unlocks this. Maybe it's something they're going to patch in later or something. You can put a plushie in the bedroom to unlocks dare mode, and oh yeah, you can get the blue tents once you've done all of the trophies, which also I haven't done. So I'm gonna see if I can hold out for the lunchbox here and not buy the tea to start. But this is a good room because it's got 2 exits as well. Storeroom early is great. Oh, so is breakfast nook. I'm gonna grab breakfast nook.
More navigation open.
Yep. Key and some steps is always good. I guess we could do observatory early. I don't remember how many stars we're at. 7. That's probably going to be a combo. Oh, it's an apple. This is such a dumb one. Apples give you more steps today. I think apples are worth 5 steps now, but they're not all that common anyway, so it doesn't feel very rewarding. And here's our storeroom, and I think I'm just going to place that.
That's off all the navigation we gained.
Well, so did the other 2 rooms.
It's true. We've made a series of bad decisions already.
No.
Not bad. The jack just wasn't stacked.
We got an early dining room. Let's do den here.
Save the dining room for a higher rank.
Yeah, that was good advice. I like that you suggested that. There's a trunk in here. Sometimes there's a trunk in here. I don't see one. Commissary? Oh, that's going to be hard to pass up. Buying stuff instead of the big upgrades. Like a shovel. I'm going to buy the shovel. Oh, everything else there is crappy, so I don't feel so bad.
Maybe gems for later.
Oh, a veranda here or a mailroom. Oh, God. We got the upgraded mailroom. That's a tough call.
I'd say veranda.
Okay.
It's our first green room, and it improves all the others we may draft through the day.
Okay, there's a trunk. Got us a turnip. We got a lot of steps again. Might be another really long day if we don't screw up the navigation. Well, I think greenhouse is good here.
Yeah, it's cutting off this row, but it is a good...
If we can get the hammer, we can come back here and open that up. And we do have water here, so there's going to be lots of gems in it. We haven't been to the greenhouse since we put the water in here, but it makes these plants grow, and these plants have gems on them. So. Oh, we have a watering can as well. Look at that. So we can get extra gems.
Gemtastic.
Yeah, and we have the
Look
metal
at that.
detector.
So many items.
Yeah. Veranda was a
Thanks,
good call.
Veranda.
Yeah.
Just pour some water out in the tiles. That's good. We'll pay you for that.
Courtyard? I think corridor is right here.
And get us out of this indent.
Aquarium, library. I'm going to do spare room. I'm worried about that entrance hall, though.
Yep, navigation.
Oh, we got lucky rabbits. We're going to find so much crap today.
Yes. More green rooms.
Okay,
Fill our
cloister.
pockets.
We're going to do courtyard here. I bet we'll get the sledgehammer.
Guaranteed shovel.
Oh,
Absolutely. Oh,
we have the
sledgehammer.
shovel. And a trunk.
And there was a trunk back in the previous room, which we'll eventually get to. It's, infinite money.
Well, now we have enough for some of the stuff from the gift shop. But we're going to keep going.
No brakes on the green train. There's dirt in the corner.
Did I miss one?
Yep, left.
Aha. Thank you.
What beeped? A key.
Oh, man. All of these are good.
Greens.
I think it's got to be patio. Well...
Patio, did we dig up the thing? We got the aquarium.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to pick patio because it helps with that. And it'll give us 3 extra gems. Oh, we got... What? The battery is here. Wait a minute. The battery...
Just sitting here.
the key, the file cabinet key. So that remains dug up, I guess. A key and a gem. That's so much. Turnips. Yeah, we're having some great days.
Embarrassment of riches. I am mortified of all these riches.
Do we need more gems? I mean, sure.
The greenest house. What items will be waiting for us
here?
Pepper
shaker or salt shaker, yeah.
Pour out some water on the carpet. From the watering can.
Yeah, the prompt went away. Yeah. I don't know where you have to be. Maybe it's just right when you enter.
We'll have more chances.
Yep. Cloister is 4-way. I have a bunch of gems. I may as well.
Yeah. High rank navigations.
Okay, we can do tunnel here. We've never done tunnel. I probably should pick it just to have it.
Yeah.
So tunnel's special feature is you will always have the opportunity to draft another tunnel from the tunnel. So you can just pick a direction and go if you were so inclined.
All the way to rank 9.
Oh, it's the rumpus room. I have to take the rumpus room.
Yep.
So this is interesting because we're going to talk to Alzara here in a moment and get a weird prophecy. So the first time I played the game, I got 4 unique prophecies from Alzara, and then I reached room 46. So in this playthrough, we've only gotten 2 prophecies. So I don't know what he's going to say, because he said something different after I reached room 46. So we'll find out if he cuts those short, in which case might just be missing some information. Anyway, coin in Alzara. Here we go.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, that was normal prediction 3, so I think he just is going to go through 4 and then proceed to the last one. That's the weird one. That's the one that bugs me, I think, more than any of the other prediction I've seen, because it implies that maybe there's another character moving around the mansion in some way, but I've never been able to see or interact with him. A beheaded man of some kind who's keeping an eye on us. But of note he mentions the gate, which is the gate I keep pointing out in the courtyard. I think it is anyway, that gets opened, but we don't open it. So that makes me think it can be opened, but I don't know how to cause that to happen or when or how that will happen.
That it said an item would be missing that you did not take, and was that the entrance room?
It
I might have to
was,
go back.
and I will show you the item. I know which the item is because I did on a recent replay pay very close attention to that particular prediction, try to identify. Like, I can tell you all of the rooms that are shown, like the hallway and the nursery adjacent to the dark room and stuff like that. But yeah, the entrance room and the item that was missing, and I'll point it out today when we're out of progress, is a lantern. There's a lantern in the entrance hall on a table by the entrance, and that is what's missing from that prophecy. The other interesting thing is the lights on the gate, when it shows the gate open, are on, and it's kind of dark out. Now, I've waited until it's dark out, and those lights don't turn on, so I don't know if that's significant, what that's about.
My first impression is that we just need to check that lantern every single morning, and if it's not there, we head straight to the gate.
Secret passage here or music room. I've been trying to get the music room for so long, but it is very limiting here.
Yeah, it cuts off that whole corner.
I think I'm going to do secret passage and try to get the four-way hallway.
With a right turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my first thought with the prophecy is just like try to make note of what rooms are there and how relative their positions are, and then try to replicate it.
Yeah, it's really hard to do some of that, but yes, you're not wrong to think that. Ooh, aquarium is perfect here. Oh, hallway's even better.
Well, aquarium gets us. Well, I guess it doesn't get us anything
Well,
anymore.
aquarium counts as a green room, so it'll have a dig
It's a green
spot.
room, so.
It'll have an item in it, probably. It'll have an opportunity to use the
like
watering can, so it's the better choice.
I think our watering. Oh, now our watering can is empty.
But also, if this game had an additional mode where something is following you when you're making rooms and have to dodge it and lose it and stuff, that'd be amazing and also terrifying.
Competitive multiplayer blueprints.
Pantry here, maybe?
Yeah, gets us one more room. And more steps, which we still could use some more.
Oh, it's an apple. It's our better than usual apple.
How delicious. Was there another beep at the entrance?
I don't think so. I think it was just picking up those coins. Oh, I'm actually running low on keys. That's interesting.
Yeah, should go back and
laundry room, utility closet, bedroom. So all are dead ends here. Oh, but laundry room, we wanted to confirm the dig spot.
Yep.
Which should be like, yeah, look at that.
So it is.
Got a second file cabinet key. Okay, so that's something confirmed. Do I want to launder anything? Probably not. Check.
Yeah. I don't think we want to...
gems and money. Keys and gems. Keys and money.
Be really interesting to have 38 keys, but I think we want to spend some money.
All right, back to Cloister, I guess.
Yep.
Boy, those gems and keys went pretty fast.
Do you want to start earlier to spend more?
We can. Yeah, we'll get fewer locked doors and stuff. That's probably a good idea.
Spend some dead ends at the beginning. I don't know if it's worth it to run all the way back to the entrance hall, but might be.
I think I'm gonna.
We do have a lot of steps. And we'll look past that other trunk room.
That's true. Where's the trunk? It wasn't in the den. Did I walk by it? Uh-oh.
I don't think so. Where was it? Was it in?
I think I walked by it. All right.
Didn't write it down.
So these are all dead ends. I could throw the office here and get some money.
Yeah, we do want to experiment with the March of the Counts, which we've talked about offline.
Okay. Oh, there's a trunk in here. Man, look at all this stuff. Trunk. So many gems.
That's all our gems back.
Okay, so I want to... I'm just gonna spread gold. And do you want... Oh, there's some gold on the table. Why isn't my thingy going off?
I think it just appeared.
Oh, that's why. Guess you could spread gold to itself. Oh, oops. So what do you want to do here, Shane? I know we want to try some 3 dates.
Yeah, so just going from the book title that was March of the Counts, March being the 3rd month, that gets us the first 2 numbers of this, I am almost sure. But we just need to figure out what the other numbers are, and what number represents counts. The count... we saw his statue in the foyer, but I don't know that that was attached to a number.
There's a couple of them in here as well.
How many of them in here?
Which one is the count? I think it's this guy, but let me triple check.
You mentioned him before, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them in here. So 0304 or 0314, because there's one in the entrance hall. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of randomly picking stuff.
5 for the one in the statue, the foyer.
0305.
No, I guess we don't want to brute force all 99 possibilities.
Not right now. We'll see how desperate we get later.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna swing by
the money pile.
Yeah, the gift shop, and we're gonna buy the tea and the lunch box, and then see if we can get enough to get the swim trunks. That sound like a good plan?
All right.
Which is a ways off, but yeah, I guess we're going back to Courtyard from here. So much money. Where was a trunk?
I think it was in one
It
of the
must
other
have been...
sides. Oh, yeah.
Is it on the veranda?
Might have been.
Passageway is good here. A lot of gems, though.
That's what they're for.
We do security, hallway. That's a terribly oriented hallway.
Yes, the worst hallway.
Yeah, I'll do security. Okay, we can go this way. Locksmith is tempting because, well, for 2 reasons. I don't think I've ever drafted Locksmith. So I'll get us into our pool, but also I can buy a lockpick set.
Yeah, you got the cash.
So this is the Locksmith. There's literally like nothing in here. But you can buy keys, a special key once a day, Or the lockpick kit. I'm not going to buy the special key or the others yet, but we'll come back here if we need to.
All right.
I think right now our most pressing concern is I'm losing some steps here. Trying to find some food.
We know we'll get more. Yeah.
Drawing room? Okay. Dining room. I think I'm going to take the dining room here. Because we've already reached rank 9, and also the lunchbox is here. So this is a huge amount.
Yep.
Didn't salt my lunchbox. Car keys? Let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, well, we only have one choice, but I'm not gonna do what? That's a weird hallway. Why are you oriented that way?
It puts us in the left lane.
Yeah, yes, and it gets us a key. I want to kind of move southward.
Right, the lunchbox just gave us 11 steps.
Oh yeah, because we reached rank 5. You have to reach rank 5 with the lunchbox to get it.
Okay.
I don't know if I have enough gems to recruit. Oh gosh, garage is really tempting here. Even though it cuts some stuff off, we get 3 keys and we get to open the trunk, which should have 2 items in it. I think I'm going to take it.
Big reward.
Key. And secret garden key. And a treasure map.
Which
is
isn't that this room? The 5th one on the left side? Yeah.
Okay then. That's weird.
What's the treasure?
It didn't trigger, which means here it is. Okay. That is weird. I've never. That's a very strange coincidence. We're gonna.
Just put the treasure map on top of your treasure. Very simple, to the point. Then dig up the concrete garage floor.
I've never done the treasure map in the garage either, so that's an interesting.
There you go.
So much money.
Oh boy.
Yay! We're gonna get the swim trunks.
Go out and buy out the commissary just for the hell of it.
Well, I mean, it means we're not gonna have key trouble. I'm gonna be careful here. I've kind of narrowed us down to 1 room.
Hope that's straightforward.
Billiard room will get us out.
Yep. Necessary.
Do some math puzzles. All right, 20 minus 10 is 10, divided by, no, times 2 is 20. And we have 6 minus 1 is 5, times 4 is 20, divided by 5 is 4. We have 1 and 19 is 20, minus 6 is 14, times 2 is 28, divided by 7 is 4. 2 keys. So many keys and no gems. I'm surprised we've run out of gems so quickly.
On that front.
I think pool is correct. No, I can't do pool.
No
I got to do chapel.
No. Drain our giant pool of money, which we could recover at any time. But we choose not to.
Uh-oh. Well, this is going to be the end.
So getting keys is not worthy. The freezer is a new room for us, and we get to keep 55 monies and 6 keys to start the next run.
Yes, that's true.
That's huge.
We don't get to keep our keys. We get to keep our gems,
yeah.
which we don't have any. I don't know if this freezes immediately upon drafting it or when you enter it. I think it's when you draft it. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so I can't buy the swim trunks. But in the freezer, there's some stuff going on. So the way the freezer works, and we got a clue to this in the laboratory, is if we draft the furnace on the same rank or a nearby rank as the freezer, we can melt this exterior part. So you can see like there's a frozen key here. We could get that. It also unfreezes your assets, so you can continue playing. However, and there's a little side room over there you can get into. It contains this cooler here, or whatever you call this, refrigerator, freezer, something, which contains a key, a unique key, and
A letter.
that's probably one of the. Maybe that's the red letter. Maybe it's a regular letter. But these do not unthaw, even if you place the furnace. So I do not know how to get these two. And by the way, getting the furnace on the adjacent rank is really freaking pain in the neck. But we are out of progress. So what did I say I wanted to do? I wanted to point out the entrance hall stuff and maybe the exterior again, just to put it all together on the day we got the prophecy. Dang, I'm kind of disappointed that we got 55 coins and couldn't get the thing from the gift shop. I mean, we'll start tomorrow with so much money though. That'll be
Great start that just hit a wall. Could find that extra chest on the veranda. Give us absolutely nothing.
gives us gems we can't collect.
Nope, now they haven't gone to waste. Except they actually have. So yeah, that
So-
table right is that okay.
The lantern is what's not there, and like some of the stuff is knocked over. So that's one piece of it. And I'm just going to go over to the gate that drives me crazy, which I think is. I'm not sure because it doesn't look. None of the gates look like perfectly the one, but I think it's this one. I think it's this gate. So it makes it seem like we could get beyond there. And again, it was nighttime and these lanterns were on, and I've never seen these lanterns on. I wonder if you could just turn the lanterns on. It'd be funny. Just click on the lanterns and the gate opens. Nope. All right. But that's it. I'm going to call it. That was an okay day 9. We got a little bit. Got some rooms.
Very disappointing, I think.
You were
I
disappointed?
had higher hopes.
Oh.
Yep.
It's a garden
Don't like
shopping
settling for
center.
less than the best. Yeah.
7 green rooms and 6 shops. 12 items. Goodness.
12 items. What a start that was.
Okay. Now we're back into just the normal flow of things until we solve some more puzzles.
Normal flow of 5 million coins. Checking lantern. Okay, it's there. Oh, and all the items we got, no magnifying glass, so that stamp is still a to-do.
Schoolhouse, shelter, tool shed. I think I don't want to roll the schoolhouse until we draft the schoolhouse into our deck naturally. I'm just going to snag the tool shed. Give us a big boost today. We'll start with the metal detector and the sledgehammer. Tool shed is so good.
Yep. Love it.
If we can find that gift shop again, we'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah. Find every shop we can. The Baron demands the best.
I might do regular bedroom here. Spare bedroom is useful to fill in some gaps.
Branch out from here so we have reason to come and go through it.
I think I got to place dining room because of the navigation.
Yeah, gets us on that left row. Beat by the entrance of this room, probably a coin or a key on the table.
That was the lunchbox. The lunchbox is metallic. Yeah. I will move over there just to confirm, but yeah, we're not beeping still.
Carry on. Good attention to detail, noting which things are and are not metal.
All these are dead end. I think I'll take breakfast nook. Storeroom. All right, it's not a bad start again.
But we've already seen how this can go wrong. Keep your guard up.
Well, it doesn't really. Oh gosh, I love the mailroom so much. I think that's the right choice here. It's mailroom or closet. But mailroom gets our next day a nice big boost to start.
Yeah. Don't like the narrowing of options so early, but...
All those are the narrowed options.
Yep.
All awake. I don't think we've placed Maid's Chamber, have we? We might not have placed. Oh, we did have placed walk-in closet. That's early to cut off our items. I think we're gonna take the closet and we'll come back to the Maid's Chamber. Oh, we got shoes. A cupcake. Cupcakes are extremely rare. And 2 gems. That was not a bad walk-in closet. And it contains the shirt we bought. I don't know why that is, but now they're around.
I feel rewarded.
Yay! Courtyards. Boy, I guess I do corridor. I don't want to waste the exits of the courtyard. But courtyard is always exciting. Especially upgraded. Oh, drawing room is pretty good here.
Yep, gets us into the right row. Column, whatever. I use words.
What are you? A mystery we shall not solve today, probably. Oh, commissary. So much money. Give me everything else in the game. What beeped? Money. Shovel. And magnifying glass. We can snag the stamp today. Don't let me forget.
Yes. So we don't have to come back.
You want me to do it now, did you say?
Yep, spend it at end, buy the gems, and on the way out. We've seen how quickly 6 gems can go.
All right. I'll buy the set.
Yes. All right.
I'll leave
We're
the
good.
others. Drawing room. Oh, yeah, this is our only exit. I gotta be careful here. Fortunately, we get to re-roll. And all of these are okay. I mean, Obvious isn't okay. I guess I'll do parlor.
Yeah, we don't have the trading post outside, but
I have a lot of gems. Maybe I'll do kitchen.
yeah, do that.
Then if we get in a bind, we can come here and buy some food. See what the fancy food is today.
Fired pizza.
Chapel.
Yes. Draining a coin is such a non-issue anymore.
Boiler room. Nice.
Ooh.
We're going
Do
to
it.
power some stuff. And, well, we don't have a way into the basement at the moment. Interestingly. Oh, we do. Actually,
yeah,
we do.
The elevator. So, first time we were through here, I felt like we skipped. Oh, look at that big red box.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the solution to the puzzle, and I never noticed. But I'm going to keep placing rooms, and we'll do that part of the puzzle later. But I'm gonna power on the generator. Oh, we're missing one. Why are we missing one?
I feel like there were another path or two that we didn't send steam.
All right, so we have 2 places we could give power to.
Say left dead end first.
Yeah. All right. What do we do? How do we do? Security room, that's not going to help us because that just branches out. Same for weight room. So I'm going to place the security room because it's useful.
The observatory, the better choice here. Fewer exits wasted.
Yeah, okay. I see that argumentation. But it's not powered. Okay. Key. Nice. Clavis the key.
Good old Clavis.
So let's flip this the other way. Let's see what we can power over here.
Lab, lab, lab.
I'm going to place the weight room, which sucks a lot, but it's got 4-way power. So I think it's the right choice.
That's a good attention.
So now we can power 4
Upside
rolls
dead
to
end.
get a lab. We can power the dark room. Archives is crappy.
Yeah, we don't have the key.
I
for the filing cabinet anymore.
think I got to take the drafting studio because we're trying to get the remaining floor plans.
All right.
It's hard to pass that up. It's uncommon or rare. And we can get dormitory, casino, or dovecote.
All of those look pretty cool.
They're all useful. I think I'm going to take casino. I'm actually going to roll on the rest of our power before I move on. Oh, I can only do 1. Man, do I take archives here to extend the power?
Are all red rooms powered? Jeez.
A lot of them have, because of the penalties associated, a lot of them have 4-way powers.
That's
Like
hard
bridges.
to pass up.
All right, here we
Need
go.
to get that filing cabinet key.
Yeah.
I'll go spend the lower rank 1, so it's easier to.
So something's powered here. Could be just a red room though.
Well, it's not the furnace.
That's true. Furnace will get us a key. I don't like that though. I've already got 2 terrible red room effects. All right. So we powered the garage. So interestingly, with the garage powered, you automatically get the exit. does not appear that there's anything else in here. So what did you say about lower rank?
I would want you to have drawn from the weight room first, because you don't have to worry.
The weight room has a keycard door in it.
Oh, I was not paying attention.
So we are stuck until we find a way through that. We got in the lab! Here we go!
Powered lab.
Finally. Alright, so as you recall, this device needed power, and now it has it. And the solution to this puzzle was push 3 up after 9. So we're going to push up 9, push up 3. And we got some rare meta progress.
Now the dinosaurs can't get through the electric fence.
We have opened Blackbridge, the server room.
Ooh. I know that door. It's outside.
Okay, so I'm desperately trying not to run out of steps here. We do have the kitchen and a lot of money, so I guess that's not a big concern. We still got power. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you.
See what we get.
Chests, aquariums. I mean, we got to do allowance. Shop room, spend gems, or drafting red runes. Well, we've drafted a lot of red runes already, so that's uncommon.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of gems. None of these are great.
Say shops are most likely because we want them because we still have a pile of money.
All right,
We'll
do it.
Have the 1 or 2. Gonna be so rich.
I think dark room here. Well, security gets us halfway through that door, so maybe security. Yeah, we are powering a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So much power. Unlimited power.
What's the achievement for powering the entire house?
Probably not possible. Okay, I will go maybe east from security. Passageway is powerable. So is dark room.
Maybe draft the dark room, and I kind of want to throw some dead ends off the. No, I already suggested the weight room, and I forgot already that the security door. Carry on. If power keeps the lights on, then dark room is.
It does not.
Lame. We've been robbed. Robbed of power. Keep going.
Oh, it's gonna be the furnace. It's gotta be. I'm gonna take it anyway. Yep. Well, at least I get a key.
Piping hot from the oven.
Wow, this is a bad red room day.
Do it. Infinite power. That's
all
today's themes.
Okay, well, dinner's served, so we can go back and get that at some point. I think I do aquarium.
No gems.
I think I do morning room.
Yep.
That's what we need, more money.
Yep, helping us with our money problems.
Now I have no keys. I do want pool, though.
Yeah.
Did get a key.
1 key. 0 keys.
God, I wish I could take music room.
Ah, no gems. Ah, dang it.
That's the perfect place for it.
Yep.
I could do. Let's just take the nursery, maybe. Why not?
I don't know. We got steps waiting for us.
Should I take the archive? Well, the archived or reroll is the choices.
The archived is low risk, I think.
It's true. We can't screw up our traversal. It is the lavatory. With a window.
Got rid of another red room.
Usually get a window in here. Should have taken that red room thing. We got 3 more since.
Lessons learned.
We would have been really hurting for steps. No keys. Keys. I might need to go all the way back to the drafting studio, which means we should probably just go back to the kitchen. Get some food.
Is it shorter to shortcut out the garage to the entrance?
To the kitchen?
I think so. Garage is just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's not. Because the exterior is 2 rooms. At least. It might be 3 rooms. Oh, it is faster than the dining room. You're right. All right, we'll do that.
And then maybe outside again to get back to where we are. Any dirt out here? No. Oh, do we have the magnifying glass or is that the last run?
We do.
Stamp.
I can check out the stamp on the way. Sneakers made all that travel free.
Nice.
All of it. Literally all the travel. Okay, so this is Nuance. Nuance is green. Nuance has dirigibles. That will make sense later. Dining room is this way. Give me that pizza.
Okay, and we get the furnace bonus.
Oh, nice. I don't know if I don't think I've ever gotten a food bonus before, so yay. Okay, so you want to go back in the garage. We're probably interested in chapel and drafting studio. Yeah, I think you're right.
Actually, chapel seems like it might be... If that door is open, then... It might be closer to do it the real way.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're right. You're right. We'll do it the normal way. Good eyeball.
Numbers, math.
I mean, with the sneakers, it just doesn't matter, right? We just have infinite move. I am gonna buy a food while I'm here just to not have to do this again later. Maybe 2. Maybe I'll buy both of them.
Yeah. Why not? We're not saving the money.
Well, swim trunks would be nice if we roll the thingy.
If we need to, we'll just crack the chapel count.
Okay. Well, I haven't done Lost and Found. That's new. That's the one we dug up in the basement. It's also a dead end.
Yeah.
The closed exhibit would be great if we can open the doors.
Which which we currently cannot.
We can take the archive floor plan, which will take our last gem, or we can redraw. None of these are great. I don't feel good about
Yeah.
any of them. I mean, I'm excited to put the Lost Paths on.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward Lost and Found because it's new and we still do have other options, even though there aren't many.
We have one other option. I don't think I tried the Archives North. We might have two. All right, Lost and Found it is.
Keycard.
I've lost my sledgehammer.
Dang.
We got a prism
Wow.
key. We got
Shiny.
an upgrade disc.
Also shiny, in a different sort of way.
Oh, this is a piece of a sigil. Take a picture of that.
Green shothead.
We have a puzzle here. The puzzle piece is, what the heck color is that? Is that white? Is that like a light pink?
Lavender. It's a good question.
So what do these do? Okay, they rotate the blocks around them. Did I destroy one? Wait. Oh, I see. More allowance. Lost and found. There's a pawn in there. Aren't we supposed to get 2 items in this room? What does it
The
say?
upgrade disc, I guess, counted.
2 rare items. Oh.
Prism key and upgrade disc.
Oh, then maybe, yeah, okay. So the prism key was a rare item, and then the upgrade key disc will probably be replaced with something different in future runs. Do we have any terminals? We have one in security. But I'm going to try Drafting Studio first.
Oh, and we can visit the outdoor bunker security admin thing.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, and we should also power on the boiler room.
Yeah, we definitely should
thing.
do that. Okay. Courtyard, not pantry. I'll just go. Oh, I can't afford. Oh, I can't afford courtyard. And it is a net gain of 2 gems, so I'm gonna. Or net gain of 1 gem. I don't have. I do have the shovel. I lost my sledgehammer.
Yes.
Got steps out the wazoo, so I think we'll be able to do that boiler thing. Oh. Morning room?
Another morning room?
Did we already have one? Oh, yeah, you know why? We've had 2 breakfasts today. We got one from the dining, one from the nook, and one from the kitchen. I think it's the right choice here.
Yeah. Cuts off the other 2 rooms, but I guess that's not... I mean, it's not going to get much better.
Oh, we got a vault key. Or deposit box key. What else is dinging? Who's dinging? Oh, another key. Oh, that worked out pretty good.
Yep. Keep us going.
I'm going to use the prism key to get us a green door. A green room. That put us back towards neutral.
Special cost bypassed. That. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What? What?
I'm
so confused. Why are there 2 courtyards? That I can't explain.
Sledgehammer. It's terrible. Why did we take the mystery box?
Yeah, I won't roll my last key on a
Yeah.
trunk. So we got archives and security, and we can start to do some of our cleanup tasks here. It is impressive that we did the weight room and we're up to 81 steps, I will say. 80 now, but you know. Is pump room good here? Oh, pump room can be powered. We can
yes.
draw water out of the system. That is definitely what we should take. Okay. Oh, but there's another keycard door. So what can I pull water out of? The pool. Can I get the pool of tank one? I can. These are both active. I wonder if that will just... Oh, it's a button. Okay. Oh, I'm so close to emptying the pool.
So we can refill the aquarium because we don't care about it, and the kitchen seems like just a dump pool.
That's true.
So yeah, I think we can have a permanently empty pool, and also, I guess emptying the fountain is a bit much to ask.
Kitchen is tank 2. Aquarium is 1.
Reserve tank fully full at this point?
Yeah.
Alright. With glowing, iridescent water.
Alright. That's pretty good configuration.
Fill up the kitchen. And,
okay.
if we max things out, I wonder if we can... I have to count exactly how many fountain bars there are.
We're going to need that overhead when we are playing with the reservoir in the future. But this is a dead end, so our last door is this door on security. That may have already been locked. We'll try it.
Oh, we have one key that gets us, yeah. As long as we don't lose it here.
And do we have a disc to use?
Oh,
We do.
upgrade,
Thanks
yes.
for the reminder. Oh, it's the music room, and I can afford it.
And we
I'm
can
going to
afford
take
it.
it.
Do.
Alright. So can somebody check my drawing room logic? I just typed it all out because it's easier to think that way.
Okay, yeah. Reading Dan's note about the drawing room. Short gates. Gates.
If you count small
Dried.
steps.
That,
Maybe. That's not far-fetched.
it's literally not the word gates.
Okay, well,
I would
here's the
shake
thing.
my fist, but I
No,
can't
hang
say
on.
no.
There's a clue that says, I think, exactly that later on. Oh God, it's a double clue. Oh, it makes me so mad. Yeah, so we count the short gates going one way and then the other, and you think it comes up with two-digit numbers. We should try it. Do we have the drawing room today?
We'll have to check. We may.
Yeah, I think we did. That's why I started thinking about it again. But I've been beating my head against Shane's suggestion that it had to have something to do with the types of steps. Like, since that first, since the first day we did this, it was just like, wait.
It's promising. All right. How do we upgrade the boudoir? I don't really
What
care
are those
for.
other symbols?
So it's a
What is
gem.
the
This
middle
is
one?
2 dice.
Dice. What dice?
You want
Free
the dice? Okay.
Yeah. Geez, how is that even on the same contest?
All right. Shane likes the dice.
Yeah. I mean, rerolls are
I never remember to
Definitely the
use
most
them. That's the
powerful.
problem.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, we do have
I
plenty
will
of ways
remind
to
you.
get gems.
Yeah, we have lots of gems, we have lots of steps, but rerolls out of a dead end is that's
We
the critical
do
item right
have
there.
the drawing room, so we will do
Oh,
that. Sorry.
yes. Oh, never mind. Yes, carry on.
When we're out of options, which should be pretty soon here. So this is the music room. We haven't been in the music room before. Music room always contains 2 special keys, or a special key and a normal key, a major key and a minor key.
Yeah.
It
Can you
also
read those?
has
Oh, so
the
many.
first 4 pages of this music we've been collecting. Are you screen grabbing these,
First one
Shane?
Yeah, give me a sec to paste this into my notes and grab this one, paste it into my notes. Okay. Third one, grabbed and pasted into my notes. All right. Fourth one, grabbed and pasted into my notes.
So I think we have now seen all 8 sheet music pieces. Let me just verify from my photos that that's right. No, we're still missing 2.
Yeah.
Shucks. Okay. I'll put the puzzle together then later on. They're going here. So there's a code on the sheet music, and the code has to do with, well, so there's words in bold on every page. First words on the, and so forth. I've solved that puzzle. There's this note in here that says denoted in verse. And I think it means that something is supposed to be the inverse of something else, and it's not clear what. So I wonder if there's not a second code in the sheet music, and it's like last word on et cetera, or something like that. I haven't solved this one yet, but we can
Denoted inverse.
We can revisit that when we get the other sheet music. So like, and there's also some weird stuff in here, like, see, I don't see any on here, but there are some places where the clefs change. I don't see any on these pages. Like the clefs change on the lower bars sometimes, which music does, but I don't know if that's significant. But I don't think there's anything else interactable in here.
I've looked at 5 and 8, and they are all similar to this. No changes there. But 5 is sheets, 8 is message.
Oh, it's the attic. I love the attic. We got to do our reroll. We haven't done the attic. Should we just end the day and I'll get the attic?
Yeah, we are pretty much getting blocked off. We're unlikely to get further, but
the only other thing. So
anyway.
What would open a lot to us is if we get. Well, actually, there's only one keycard door. No, there's two keycard doors. So if we find an exit and try to find the breaker room, we could get through there.
Attic 8 items is a good chance of getting a key card.
I don't know if the key card can roll in the attic, but we'll roll for it. All right, we got the compass, battery,
nothing.
Key. I don't think that money is actually an item. Key, money, lockpicks, treasure map. I think that's 7.
5 left again.
So there should be one more somewhere. It's not metal though, or else that single coin was one.
Possibly be it.
So a couple things in here. There's a photo of us in our youth. I think this is us, and that's the butler, Hartley, I think, and this is us at the Overlook. But I don't see anything significant here. It's a really grainy photo, though.
Yep. No secret messages written on anything.
This is a bishop room. Here's another one of these weird, I don't know what these things are, but it's a 4x4 grid, which may match the puzzle in the boiler room. Over here is a note with the date in April on it, April 12th. We did try that one already. We tried it just today. Dear Ms. Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you, otherwise it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, the editor of Ruffington Red Publishing, and there's an address there. And then in red it says, change the ending to political. I don't think there's anything else worth looking at on this note. And then if we sneak over here...
Come on.
Here's a picture of the bank of monitors, the middle bank of monitors in the security room, with a black dot on one of the monitors and a bunch of scribbles. What the heck is this? I don't know. I think that black dot, and we'll confirm in this session because we do also have the security room, I think that black dot corresponds to the, what is the room? We have one, I think, storeroom. It's the camera on the storeroom. So we'll double check that. So that's goofy. But that's all that is in here that I found that you can interact with. Giving it a once over real quick. Seems like. All right, well, I think our exploration is done. So order of operations here. We'll go to the security room. We'll go to the boiler room, and we'll go outside and try to connect to the red door. Did we get anything else today that we wanted? We got a vault key we couldn't use. I felt like there was something else that was exciting that we wanted to do.
I think we wanted to check out the drawing room.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh,
That
yes.
is exactly what it was. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
So here's the bank of monitors, and that one is... Oh, it's the office,
The
actually.
office is the circled one.
Why?
Yeah, and it's scribbled out in red, but
So it's a
circled
lie.
in black.
It's not scribbled.
So everything but the office. Yep, certainly is the office that was circled and then scribbled out.
Okay, so back to the boiler room is first.
Oh wait, was there one more locked door? Checking all the exits.
The
again?
remaining exits are both key cards.
Okay. Pump room and weight room.
Yeah. Let's see. We do need boiler room and we do need drawing room, so we might just have to walk all of these ways. There's a third thing. We're actually going to go to the Blackbridge.
Oh yes, the outside archives room.
That powered. So now we have provided power to the red box. Oh, that way, this way. Chapel, kitchen, drawing room. All right, if you
Okay.
count small gates.
So, going wall by wall. The front wall is nothing. Left wall we
One.
got old lady, old man. Actually, let me make categories here. So we've got left old lady, left old man.
I'm just going to count them up. Do you need? Would that interfere with what you're doing?
I'm just, if you can count them all, yeah. I've got those 4 separate categories: left old lady, left old man, right old lady, right old man, and everyone else has long strides.
All right, so 1 old lady, 3 old men, total of 4. Or maybe you count by the personage. There's
yeah,
so much
like
this could be.
Yeah.
Still, 3 old men again.
3 left old men.
3 left old men. Oh, I see what you want me to do. Okay, go through that. For some reason I'm just doing left. 1 left old man.
Okay.
1 left woman.
All right.
3 left old men.
Another 3. Okay.
1 left old man.
All right.
Now is everything going left? Now, going right, we have woman.
Yep.
Woman again.
All right.
Old man. Old man. Old man. Old man.
All right.
I guess that's. Oh, I see. So you're saying each of those is 4 digits. So it's the left-facing women and the right-facing women and the left-facing men and the right-facing men. Okay, that makes sense. That's 4 digits.
Well, yeah, we have a bunch of numbers here. Now it's a matter of finding out what they do.
Well, my
One
guess
left-
would be that like, so if it's like different types of gates, then it's like all the right facing women have the same gate because it's the same picture. All the right facing old men have the same gates, and then that gives us 4 numbers, and the count of each gives us 4 numbers. That'd be my guess.
So we've got 1 left old lady, 8 left old men, 2 right old lady, 2 right old men, or 4 right old men. And how do we? I mean, that's a whole lot of permutations.
1842.
1842, 1824.
Well,
80.
it can't. Oh no, wait. Are the dates month and then day?
Unknown. It depends. We don't even know their 4 digits. We just know their dates. The
Oh,
ones
okay.
we have solved have been a full year, a month and a day, a month and a day, a month and a year. What was the 4th one? Did we solve 4? Maybe we didn't solve 4 yet. Look at my notes. Or actually, I've been posting those in the chat. So I will just scroll up a little bit and we'll see the safes that we've opened. So 1225 was the boudoir. That is December 25th. The orchard is 1128. That was November of a year. 1928, presumably. The study was 1208, which was a year. So yeah, we have all 3 permutations.
Okay, that doesn't make it any easier then.
Sure doesn't. Should we try anything, or do we need to think on this one a little bit yet?
Well, we have a whole lot of promising things, but it narrows us down to like 16 possibilities. A lot to cycle through. And I kind of actually want to count the walls again because I'm not sure I got
Okay,
everything.
yeah, let's do it again. So
Okay. Nothing on that wall.
we'll do left facing. So it's woman, 3 old men. I wonder, like, the groupings maybe matter too, right? Like there's 3 old men and 1 old man. Those are different pictures.
Yeah.
So woman, 3 old men.
Yep.
3 old men.
Yep.
1 old man.
Yep.
Woman. 1 old man. That's left.
Okay, so that's 1-1 and 3-3-1-1.
And right is woman.
Yep.
Woman.
Yep.
Old man.
Yep.
Old man. Old man. Old man. We come
Okay.
up with a different number.
It's still total of 4 women, 12 men. And it's 1-1 and 3-3-1-1 and 1-1 and 1-1-1-1. That.
Count small.
Kind of think of just. Yeah. So if they're all combined, it's 15. That's just 2 digits. If it's separated, then it's 312 or 123. I kind of want to try my threes. Try 0312 and or 1203.
0312 was the date on that letter we just read. And what was the second one? 03 what?
Or 1203.
Oops.
Oh. Well,
I think you caught a piece of it, Dan. We'll keep thinking on that one.
yeah, it might be.
Yeah, we have
forcing off wrong.
screenshots of that in the chat, right? Of each wall.
We do. They're probably pretty old, or we can share them if you need them. Do you want to get new screenshots, Shane, or do you still have yours?
I don't have all 4 screenshots, or do I? Let me check. No, I don't think I have all 4. So, all right, first wall pasted. Next, captured and pasted. Next, and whoops, captured and pasted. Yep. And captured. All right, you may move on.
All right, 2 more outside things, I think, right? Yeah. All right, first, we're going to go into Blackbridge. I was so excited when this opened up. I'm like, oh man, there's going to be something super cool in here. There is, but it's a little bit disappointing. So this is the server room. And up here is a big door with a light, 1 of 3 lights lit on it. And on this pedestal is a microchip you can pull, and it makes that light go out. You can also put it back in and the light comes back on. So I think I need to find 2 other microchips, which I've never seen anywhere. There's a couple other things in this room. First, over here is a note. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, shit. I just cracked this one. Okay.
What if you cracked it? It's 4 digits.
You won't understand.
You don't understand, man.
I have to explain pieces of the puzzle you haven't seen. But
we'll stick a tack in this. We've got it. It's a 1 and a 1 and a 0 with some space.
This is going to be part of the castle puzzle. I'm certain of it now.
It's only noted. I guess we'll. I only see 4. Maybe it's on the right side. Oh.
It's right down the middle. And I'll explain why later. Shit. Man, I'm so... and it's nonsense, but I'm certain that's where it belongs. Okay. Anyway, this is... this from the server, we can access the admin, and this is where we needed a key. So if you recall... we found that the 1 note crumpled in the trash can in the butler's room was from Mr. Ruta, and his first name was, I think, Hartley or something. Started with an H anyway. So if we type in his passcode, we'll see that it's disabled. But if we use that pattern and put in anybody else's name, such as Anne Babbage, we can log in. So from here, we can access the user database. Oh, she doesn't have admin access. Interesting.
I guess these people do.
Yeah, she's the only one who doesn't have admin access, but now we have the keys. That's dumb.
Yeah, now we can just.
Okay. So I will back out and put in like more H. Oops, that's this is a menu option here. Okay. I thought that was going to be really clever. I picked the one person who didn't have admin access.
Well, now we know everyone else.
More R, was it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, network settings. So, terminal timeout settings. We can keep the computers on for a month after turning them on. We're going to set that up. Electronic mail settings. We will now turn on the electronic mail for all of the other terminals, which means we can then read mail from those terminals. And I think I can actually inbound outbound connection electronic mail computers local network temporarily disabled. So we can't email outbound, but now all of those locations I can check email and get new unique emails from.
Excellent.
There's the user database. That's what we were just looking at. I suspect there might actually be someone who has more administrative access. Okay, so More R is the lead lab technician for Cinca. He set up the network. There's dates associated with when these accounts are created and their last logins. So
I need to capture that information for my timeline.
okay, I will go through
Done.
these one at a time, and you let me know. Tom K. Thomp. Transfer to Cinca, from Cinca, former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair, with full access privileges.
Full is pretty good.
Ann Babbage, author of all personnel notes.
All right.
Age Ruta, the Baron's valet for 20 years, substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a suitable assistant admin.
Yep.
Riva D, the groundskeeper.
Danny
Ravane.
What a jerk.
Terminated in 1992 for suspicions of blackmail and not watering the plants. Got it?
And 3 other keys. Yep.
And I don't know if we can access them. Yeah, they're not there. We can look at data files, and this is just the same as all the other ones. So, but yeah, so now we can return, and I'm not going to bother to run back into the house just yet. Maybe we can later on. But we'll return to any terminal, and
so if we're Simon Sinclair, can we try other names we've heard?
Yeah, that's a good one. Think this. Nope. Think
Pull up my
H. What is his wife's name, or what is your mom's name? Sarah something or other.
Clara Epson.
Clara, which is CLA. What would it be? Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Epsoc.
EN. EPSE. Yeah.
Epsec.
We've got Christoph and Courtney, and we know Denny Ravane has been rejected. Got a lot of first names here. Herbert S. Sinclair, so Sync H.
Did that one just a moment ago. It's SINC, right? Sinclair?
Yep, SINC. Kimberly Thompson, I guess we already have that one. Thump. The lab tech. M. Lowry was a guest, so probably doesn't have an admin account. Miss Peterson was from the school, probably also not an admin. Randolph M., another lab tech. Random.
No, it would be the other way. We need to know his last name.
All right, and then...
That's More R. We do know him.
Oh, okay. And Robert Nogula, the new groundskeeper. Nogur.
Nogur.
All right, and that's all the names I had.
Okay. But that's everything in here. Can't believe this is part of the castle code. That's so annoying.
Before you leave, take the microchip, because my first guess, since you can pick it up, is you're going to have to plug this into something else.
That's also true. I haven't worked that out. What? Oh, that was the thing. All right, so we're going to go down to the red door. Next.
All right, this is pretty unlikely, but have you tried using the sledgehammer on a computer?
It would give a prompt if you could. So no, but it has not simply because it hasn't let me. Do I have I don't have the filing cabinet key, but I did notice that there are filing cabinets in this area also. So that might be something worth sniffing around later on.
Yeah, I've gotten lots of those keys. We've got the steps, we can check the new emails from the security room since we have that drawn.
I guess if I raise the platform, I can not have to fiddle with this all the time. That might be a worthwhile thing to do.
Since we have access to all the left side, it seems like you can just leave this pointed to the diagonal left one, and it will let us get to the exit easily. Spin it 3 more times, or 4.
Is that all I need to do? Maybe.
Yeah, we can reach that diagonal left room from here.
Yes, you're right. You are correct. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to set it up in a way where I didn't have to futz with it. Thank you.
Oh, and is the reservoir to look at later, since we have it.
I missed.
Diagonals are complicated.
Well, we can't get to the... So I'm trying to keep the reservoir at the level it's at right now because...
Yeah, we need the boat to...
Oh, why isn't this open? I really thought that was it.
Did
Not lit up. I feel like it would light up, but... Oh, man.
I'm wondering if we did something wrong back in the boiler room, like if it needs to be a button pressed after you've got it lit up.
Maybe. Well, we can backtrack.
Yeah, we got the steps for it.
Oh, what were you saying just before that?
The reservoir there.
Oh, right. I want to keep the reservoir at the level it's at until we can move the boat to the other side. We haven't gotten access to the side with the boat in a while. Oh no, is this... Okay, it's not locked. Good.
You mouse over some of these filing cabinet doors just to see if any of them
Well,
for a key.
That's not how they work. Like the keys that open the safety deposit boxes? These anything? Keep noticing the
power like
these things. Like the safety deposit box keys don't have a prompt unless you have the key. Safety deposit boxes. Let me look at that noting.
Yeah, that patent number upper right.
All right, remote power box 14. Yeah, it doesn't see anything. Yeah, we've seen both of these for sure. High pressure condenser, this is what we powered. Steam line to boiler. Steam line to HPC, that's the high pressure condenser. So I think those are the pieces of it. Maybe we just did something wrong. Check. What's the easiest way to get back to The boiler room, probably via the garage, it looks like.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing by security room. Let's take let's take stock of our available monitors today. It might just be security.
Yeah, where would the other computers be? Office, which we don't have. Shelter, which we don't have. And lab. Do we have the lab? I thought we had the lab. We do have the lab. Straight east of the garage.
Okay, so we can access those two sets of notes. So both are from the garage, a shortest path. That's what I was trying to figure out. All right. Count small gates. Where am I going? Check the boiler room first. So, like, let's see. So this is the red thing.
That's
It's
not
connected
powered.
to here, which is powered by this boiler. It should be. Unless I have a
light on
switch wrong somewhere.
Oh,
this
light on the red box isn't on.
Oh, that's not. Okay, you're right. I did screw it up.
Badian. Ding.
God damn it. All right.
You tried turning it off and turning it on again.
All right. All right. Where's the freaking computers?
North and
yeah,
right.
they're right next to each other. We'll read some new emails. And these computers will stay on, so now we can access them via the network pretty much all the time. Look at the network. One song.
And also I realized I'd done basic math on the drawing room wrong. So all of our previous 4 guesses were incorrect.
Cool. Okay, new emails from Ancient Sinclair. Read precautions. Lock it down, lock it all down.
Okay,
There's a date on
1987.
there.
Well, we do know some big stuff happened.
Yeah, 87 August was it February 87 that the jewel heist was, and November escaped.
Maybe. You're tracking the dates. I have no sense for that. August 27th, Baron Sinclair, as we discussed in our meeting earlier this week, will be sealing off the entrance to the Blackbridge server this week, as well as archiving all of our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure just how tech-savvy we expect the Red Guard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering given the likelihood of an investigation next month. Randolph. So this is them talking about they're getting investigated by the Red Guard, Red Guard, and they want to conceal their emails. Chef de Camp. Freezer access. Chef, please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive. They are already accounting for normal variations due to the expected use in staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of the furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as the temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on the temperatures in the house, and even more so in rooms in close proximity to it. On April 4th, he writes, Randolph, as I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I've tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday, I was making my famous black truffle pizza and had to visit the freezer for a few ingredients. I hope I didn't mess anything up. There's just more clues to how to combine the furnace and the... Actually, I can save a step. I'm going to be that lazy. I can remotely log into the...
Good, I approve.
Oh, it didn't like that. Okay. That's probably just to access the functions, maybe? I don't know. All right, here's our 4 new emails from Kirk Darren, February 10th, 1987. Kirk, for our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I can promise good reasoning is behind this seemingly unsound decision. From Randolph Moore.
All right, give me a second to look at this screen so I can get the dates, except the dates are cut off, so I guess I'll keep them from others.
February 4th, 1987, from Ann Babbage. Mr. Darren, sorry for the lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing the issue to our attention. This was not something I'd considered, but it does seem like a reasonable suggestion, and I will discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he's expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience, so this may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans, should he still wish to do so. Ann Babbage. Another one from Ann Babbage, January 24th, 1987. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to Ann Babbage, I guess. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room. As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in this room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. That's rude. As such, we find the room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that the antechamber lever is not only unsuited, but also poses a security risk, I advise we either remove or conceal it and install a secondary lever to control the south entrance. Kirk Darren.
We know what the wall in the weight room is for.
Yes. November 5th, from Ann Babbage. Mr. Darren, if you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for a new project he's working on in the clock tower. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Ann Babbage. All right, so we saw all of our new emails. Now we will go open the red door again for the first time.
You missed it again.
I was testing you. I wasn't. It's not easy to see running by.
It is, yeah. It's not the way the hallway goes.
Okay, here we go.
And
Stairs to... What the heck is that? What is this?
Underground space ship.
It's powered.
Oh, and this is the corridors that you see from the cliffside. This hey, you were saying about raising that gear. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Plus side, it looks like
there's
we only have
two
the
places we can
diagonals.
get to from here. So we have to make a choice. Oh, that's so annoying.
Spinning door puzzles. also, is it good to rotate it from the entrance there? Which side? Do you remember where the up and down levers are?
I think the only one to move it up is the first one we get to.
It's gonna be.
But I don't remember 100%, so we could be.
Yeah,
Might be
I
some
guess
trial
we'll
and
be-
error.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
All right, now to line it up with the upper floor.
But I can't get out.
Um,
So I need to get to here a different way.
the other diagonal. Or not the diagonal, the other 9 o'clock. If this is 6 o'clock.
I don't think I have access to that side. Maybe I do.
Yeah, we have the 6, 7, and 8, or 6, 7, 9, whatever, 7.5. All these 3 sides. Can you look up which one are we trying to line it up with on the second floor? I can't.
Oh,
Tell.
yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea.
Not that one.
I assume there's only going to be like two ways we can get back, right? Like this is one.
That's true.
I guess we'll go up. Yeah, so.
So we'll need.
Well, we'll do this and we'll go back and we'll get our bearings and then we'll figure out what we need to do.
Yeah, there's. If it's.
Oh, wait,
We're going to have to get to the. No, this is correct. You need to spin it from here because you can't get to the across the to the end.
Oh God.
As it is.
Okay. So
2
it's,
more.
yeah.
And hope that's correct because
I
otherwise.
think that's right. Was that here? Or... Yeah.
Actually, we can spin it from that exit there, so it could be any permutation.
That's true. Can we spin it for sure? Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Well, we had to do that to get here with it up, right? But now
Yep.
we can spin it anyway. So let's see what we need to do. It's so long. All right. We are lined up with nothing. So
One more spin.
Yeah, one spin.
Oh, and yeah,
More.
this looks like it's the 11 o'clock angle. Oh, that's this hallway. This is the glowing powered thing.
That's correct,
There we are.
right? All right, that's
Yep.
one of two. That's probably the easy one, so next one's probably going to be way more interesting.
It's just a matter of 3 or 4 more spins.
What?
Looking out.
Oh, this is the numbers of the heights to fill the thing, which I worked out without this. That's funny. Okay. There's a clipboard here. Foreman's log 228-31-1917. After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame that the old station has been flooded as a consequence of this action, but I suspect that may have been the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here, and as an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. On the bright side, now that our water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam at a much greater extent. I suspect this time next month, the steam-powered hoists at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. Oh, we got more money.
Another box.
Boy, you're giving us money like candy here. So these are black. Oh, up. All right. Black move right. How do I get black down? see. Oh, I got one down. How do I get 2 black down? What do white do? Doesn't seem to do anything.
So if you push, that one up, then if you push the one at the top, yellow at the top, does that? Nope, nothing. What about that yellow? Can you push the middle yellow further?
So,
Yeah, that one gets us the lower left corner.
like that.
There you go. Well done.
So much allowance. All right. So next one is how many rotations? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 rotations. If I did that math right.
Nope. Overshot it by 1.
Okay. Three from here.
One more. Okay, another one after this. Yeah, it's that one.
Good call, Shane. What the heck is this? There's a, what? What? Okay, there's a key code.
That's
Words. If you count small gates, there's a gem and a red letter in there, and a fucking, pardon my French, a floor plan. Oh, I made it spelled task. That's funny. I didn't mean to.
I'm going to push the red button. That didn't open it. Or a word and also the number 8. Bask. What do we have that's been a word clue?
I don't know. I'll have to think about this one some.
The 8 there. Why is there an 8? The letter 8.
Well, let's look at the vowels.
May 8. May 8. It's a date.
It is a date.
Press the button. What?
You're right. We just opened a small gate with a date. That was May 8. What in the heck is that?
That is an underground castle, my friend. What?
The mystery deepens.
What?
1.
Number 1.
May 8th.
May 8th, look at that.
Well, wait a second. What are the dates on the red letters that we found?
We will have to go check that. I don't think I have all the red letters screenshot.
Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worthlaude. Worthlaude? My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month, and at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he has never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. This guy writes in a way that's difficult for me to read. Now me, I'm not a presumptive man. I don't presume the stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude, yet I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await your response from your lordship, Mr. Worthlaud.
What a terrible guy.
We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. All right. Treasure trove. Whoa.
1, that's a lot of money. 2, that's a black border. Interesting.
Foreman Log 102, 113-1916. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. You're right, it's a uniquely black. All right. There is another one of these I've found. Haven't found it yet, though. It's interesting.
Very fancy.
And we've got a
Yeah, that's gonna be
fourth
a lot of
red
money.
letter. Was there anything else we needed to do today? I think that was everything, right?
It was a lot.
Still making
the keys.
good progress. Sorry, what was it? What kind of keys? What keys are we looking for?
Just going over again all this stuff. And yesterday we had 2 of the filing cabinet keys, but now we have 0. We don't know where to stick that microchip. I would kind of want to look at the security room, but I don't think they're just going to have a spot to just slot in a random microchip into their security things. What other computer places do we know about?
I haven't found a place for it that makes sense.
Yeah. The pool is drained, but I don't think we'll get anything good out of it.
We haven't bought the swim trunks. In fact, we're going to lose our 37 gold here in a moment.
Yep.
But I think that's all we can do today. It was a good day, though.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. We made some good meta progress. We got an extra letter. We got the grotto open. And
Underground excitement.
yeah. What I'm actually going to do before I quit is I'm going to reconfigure. So I don't think we need to go down here again. I'm going to reconfigure the boiler room so that I can just turn the power on right away.
Oh.
I guess I don't super need power to anything either.
Well, it's convenience for some things, or is it even that?
Well, I mean, probably doesn't hurt to do. I may not know all of the things that can be powered yet. There may be ones I'm not aware of.
Yeah. Going through and just seeing blueprints light up for power was enjoyable anyway, and yeah, maybe there will be surprises. And is there really no way to get across to the other side of the lake besides coming down through the fountain, which we could do and touch the boat?
There's 2 entrances. One of them is the fountain. The other is in a room we haven't gotten yet. I was hoping we would get it tonight. We didn't. I was kind of surprised, actually. I don't know if we've drained enough water. I guess if we fill the pool back up, we could go through the fountain. Do you want to do that? Is that worth doing? How many steps do we have? 50? Technically, we can do it.
Boat state saved?
It is.
Okay, yeah,
I guess it's worth doing.
Yeah, put the boat on this side so then we can easily access the...
Well, actually, it means... Since we have 50 steps, we might be able to just do the whole thing. We can complete the boat puzzle today, and... all right. So much in one day.
Walking around.
You're gonna love this thing. It's wild. So 14 and 6 were the numbers. Did you take a screenshot of that height? I kind of. The funny thing was, I eyeballed it, and I solved the puzzle.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna try to drain
Reservoir, is it?
Fountain.
Ah, yes.
By putting water in the pool.
Pool.
And the aquarium. So the pool can fill from only the rightmost tank, actually, so we might not be able to do. We can try.
How many do we need out of the thing? I wonder if we've got 2, 3, 4.
We need to completely drain the fountain.
Okay, yeah, never mind. That's gonna be filling the pool and everything else.
Is this empty? Why did that not go into the pool? The rightmost one, which is this one.
Other way, down.
Down?
Isn't that outward?
Yeah, okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's getting late. Right, got a little bit in the pool. I'll take it out of the fountain. Goes here to this tank. All right, that's set up. I think we can do it.
Easy peasy.
Might need to throw some in the aquarium here.
Yeah. Not quite enough to fit in just the other tank.
Get it in the aquarium? We can. Okay. Oh, crap. No, that's right. Okay, next step, boat via fountain. Oh wait, did I screw up? late at night. Keep having these
Check the lights on the
ridiculously
gate.
long days.
Yeah. Secret to success is infinite steps.
You can see the lights on these gates are not on, right?
Right.
If I go
Yeah,
over there,
check.
it'll cost me a step.
Yeah, don't even bother. I think if the lantern isn't missing from the front entrance, then it
Fountain.
doesn't matter. Fountain, yes.
Okay. Boat.
Boat. There are no paddles on this boat. Yeah, just give it a push. It's fine. Nope. Are you steering?
Nope. Just looking. Okay, back upstairs. 6, we gotta get it to. This is not right. Okay. It is right. I'm confused. Count small gates.
So if we just count them, I was only off by 1. It's 4 and 12 rather than 3 and 12. Or 2, 8, 2, 4, or some other permutation thereof.
One, two, three. This might, we have to be tricky for this one probably. I'm going to put water back in the fountain. So we drain 4, we'll be 1 short. How do we do that? We can drain 3 because we have 1 in here. That's great.
Yes.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
You can throw it into the, or drain 4 and put 1 in the fountain, and that'll put 3 back in. So 4 out of the reservoir, then 1 into the aquarium.
Does the aquarium attach to that? No, aquarium only goes through 1. Does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, 4 out of reservoir in tank 1, 1 into aquarium. No. That did not work.
Out 1, push 1 out into the aquarium. Or no, we need Now we need a way to put one into the reservoir. How many do we have in the... We've got 3 gaps in fountain. So if we can fill fountain with the something else full. So I guess, yeah, pull it out back out of the aquarium into tank 1. No, other way, I think. Taking out of the aquarium and into tank 1.
Oh, am I on tank 2? Wait, what? That's right.
No? Yeah, then...
Aquarium. Yeah, that should work.
Oh, left engine, not the center engine.
No. What are we doing? I'm following your directions, but I don't understand them necessarily.
Okay, and now we pump from aquarium into fountain, or from tank 1 into fountain. So it'll be out, the center pump down, and fountain button. And that'll leave us with 1 unit in tank 1, which we can then put into reservoir and have our 6 units. That's...
Perfect.
Yes. Chunk.
Good job, Shane.
Yay. Math,
All right.
Numbers.
Back to... Run back down there again. This room's
Choose
pretty
your-
cool.
Getting the workout.
Just running in and out of the... The funny thing is, there's a room that lets me get here so easily that we haven't found yet. So I just keep running outside to get down here.
Upstairs.
All right. This one's pretty cool. This door we're about to reach looks like the door that what's his name said we wouldn't reach. Alzara. A little bit on a white distant shore, whatever he said.
Shore of white sands. Oh yeah. That is a shore of white sand indeed.
Get your screenshot key ready. We're gonna need to screenshot a lot of stuff here.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Is there anything written on that stone?
On this stone?
Nope. Okay. Almost looked like a little sigil part.
I am excited we found that sigil. I'll have to take a screen cap of it. All right. So we found
Oh man.
bunch of
Yeah,
military
that's cool.
gear in an underground passage and some bunkers and bunk beds, and stuff. And there's a picture of the crack in the chest area.
Yes, we've seen that.
Here's a picture of Mom and the 2 co-conspirators.
We're in the back. Okay, it's just a blur.
Delete it. There's another one. A picture of a monitor. Which monitor is that? I don't remember.
Have to go look at it, but that's compounding that note.
Did you grab a screenshot of it? I'm moving all
Yes.
fast. Okay, cool.
I'm hot on the screenshot key here.
Our very first Sanctum Key. It has now been 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months since we said our silent goodbyes to our families, 6 months of planning, 6 months of rehearsal, 6 months of heartache, but no regrets. Everyone who knows me intimately thinks I have left the country. Everyone else assumes me dead. And maybe that's all that is left for us. The long walk and steps leading up to the gallows. A steep price to pay for ideals. I concede, but a price that somehow seems cheaper and less cruel than another 2 fortnights bunkered down here beneath the sand and soot. And yes, as I write this, I have never felt so close to the sky in my dreams. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow the crown of Orinda will finally return to Oris. The first step taken is half the journey. May the black shores guide us. Mary. Seek what's in the shade of truth. And look, here's some more of these frickin' arrows.
Shade of Truth is definitely going to be color something.
Can you look at the arrows again?
Yeah, that motif.
Thank you.
Now this is
Train
Royal
station.
Station.
Royal Station.
Platform 8.
Platform 8. And bad texture seams on the corner walls. Give me a screenshot of that map.
We will definitely need this. There's a code based on this later.
Got it.
But I think that's everything we can do down here.
Take the rocket launcher.
Okay. No,
Use
can't
it to break down walls.
No, you gotta save it for when the tyrant starts chasing you.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Use it to one-shot the final boss.
All right. Heading back, but we may as well use the Sanctum Key.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
wait,
get
just
there.
teleport it over. That's
It's-
funny. I was
but-
waiting for the cutscene. You're on the correct side, I think, already. We have something lined up where we can get across. Probably.
And we got out.
Okay, so here's the one we've completely solved already. Does anybody have a screenshot of... We've seen it in more than one location, but one of the memorable locations was in the secret garden, the sigil, when we fully revealed it.
Yes. Let me... Secret Garden. Yep, Secret Garden Sigil.
So this is the Sanctum, and the Sanctum has 8 doors, and this is going to introduce the second puzzle. I wanted to introduce this a different way, but we had some weird successes tonight. A third set of 8 things we're going to continue to do. So there's 8 doors here. We need to find 8 Sanctum Keys. We haven't found any of the clues to them yet, but we did accidentally just find a key. I'm going to use one of the Sanctum Keys that we found to open this door. And it will be permanently open. And within, we see a sigil and a device and a bunch of levers. So can you share that image? If not, I'll dig up mine, but we're going to make this sigil look like that image.
All right, putting Sigil in. posted.
Perfect. All right. So we want the interior to be little keycardy things. Like that.
Metropolis.
We want the spokes to be, whether to be 3 spokes like that. Oh shoot, I changed the spokes again. Didn't mean to. God, there's so many permutations.
It's gonna be hard to brute force this one.
We want the border to be alternating small and big dots. I'm missing one thing. I haven't done the weather. Which one's the weather? Where's black?
You already passed it.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Is this weather? It's gotta be.
Yes, there it is.
Yes, but it changed the color. So now I have to fix the color. Is everything else correct? Yes. All right. We have solved our first sigil puzzle. So in each of these rooms is a sigil that we will have to fill out just like we did. However, that was the easy one. Every other sigil we have clues to that we will need to piece together. So that is our 4th set of 8 things we're trying to do. We're trying to fully identify one of the sigils. In each of these rooms is some photographs and a postcard from Herbert Sinclair.
Stamp.
With a stamp on it. The stamp always correlates to the sigil that the room we're in. So this one's already fully solved. From the Blackbridge Hotel and Spa, 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order? What route and where to start? Questions like these are ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in truth, in the spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. Herbert. Sent to the Mount Holly estate. So these postcards, so we haven't gotten back into room 46, but these postcards correspond to some traveling that Herbert did, and one of maybe the final puzzle in the game we're trying to solve is what order did he visit all of these locations. So this is probably a useful thing to screenshot. We can come back here pretty easily and reread them if we need to, but yeah, we'll be trying to crack this by getting into all of these rooms, solving all of these sigil puzzles, and then reading what he wrote and trying to figure it out. So this is the Morajai box, the Arinda Ares variation. Due to the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Arinda Ares sigil that were destroyed after the war, Morajai puzzle boxes featuring the infamous black symbols are among the rarest and most valuable collectors can acquire. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right as if on train rails. Now, all of these will also have one of these puzzles in them. Oops, I probably already screwed that up. Let's reset that. Black goes right. I think green jumps across the corners. Yes, okay. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get black at all the corners. So that's... that goes right. How do I get... I do like this, and like this.
Push that up and then flip the green. Or
I need to get 2 black on the top and on the bottom. I think I've already screwed it up. Black moves right, yellow moves up, and green flips the corners. Let me reset this. Oh, I see. I do something like this.
Yep, that gets you that corner. Yeah.
I have solved this.
So,
I need to move a black up and down. One up and one down.
if you shift the yellow over, yeah, getting just getting two black on the top and bottom row is the challenge. Yeah, now shift the shift right on this with a black, and then yeah, push. No, that.
No, that's right.
That's it.
You got it. Good job, Shane.
Hey. Luck, persistence.
Ta-da! Allowance token. God, we have so much allowance.
So
We have
much
13? We have 16! Jeez.
16 monies.
That's so much money. Okay, so we did the Sanctum, we did the thing. We still have a few steps. I might drain...
On the
I
way
might
out,
drain the reservoir.
Look at this room and floor. I want a screenshot of the.
So these are all the sigils that the... I didn't notice these the first place. I only noticed these when we got here the first time. These are the sigils that the rooms correspond to.
Back up a bit and get the whole thing in the view.
Oh, do you want to... that readable? That's pretty skewed.
Yeah, it's enough. They're
There's some words on the front part.
Oven Nevere. That's the thing that your Herbert signed off his letter with. Oven Nevere.
Once we go to school, we'll learn how to read Arajan a little bit.
Once we go to school, we'll learn how to read.
But yeah, I'm going to drain the reservoir henceforth until we find... Oh, God. That's so annoying. At the bottom of the reservoir are a bunch of trunks that you can't open with a sledgehammer. You can only open with a key. Like 30 of them, maybe even more. So at the end of every day, henceforth, once we drain the reservoir, I'm going to be just dumping all of our extra keys, if we have any, into that. But I have to drain the reservoir first.
Permanent opening?
They are permanently opened, yes. One of them contains an allowance token, and another contains another Sanctum Key.
Ooh. There's
notes in all of them to try to point you in the right direction, but it's an adventure game, so you just open all of them, right?
Yeah.
Go the optimal path. I wonder what time it is. We've been here.
It's
It's still before
11:20.
midnight. We haven't completely exceeded a day yet. I can't believe we're having such good days. Like, I can't, what are we on, day 10? Day 11? We're going to get at least one Sanctum Key and another red letter, and possibly even two. Not likely two.
Yeah, the run of power rooms really worked out for us.
Can we get everything out of the reservoir? Yes.
Yeah, we've got
two almost completely empty tanks. So.
Yep. I think they are as empty as can be. 4 units in all of them. Question is, can we also drain the pool? Because there's stuff at the pool.
Not at the same time, and we don't get stuff in the pool till we get the swim trunks anyway. So we'll finish the reservoir puzzle, and then we'll drain the pool. Ridiculously long days that are so successful.
They're all different colors.
Do you want to pick some, or should I just grab some at random?
Oh, they have symbols on them even?
Why not?
The red moon.
This one?
Are they the same on each?
Are
all the reds?
No.
Nope. That's combinations. Oh, no.
Anything jumping out to you?
Well, the red moon
Gotcha,
is
so that's
only...
Red moon?
So that's how they give you clues.
Yeah, it's... Red moons are... Yeah.
Is that a red moon? It's kind of a yellowy moon, right?
That looks red to me.
It's a red chest. All right, in here is a note that says, only one box in the reservoir has a prize, and it's green. Which means it's true, which is strange. Do I look for more red moons?
Well, I guess it was the door that was marked with the rogue moon, so probably not that solution again.
Here's another red moon. Oh, this one has a red note. A black box contains allowance tokens, but that note is false. I think that's all the red moons we got.
Yep.
I'll open this one. Whoops! I got the Sanctum Key. Oh my god.
Back to the work.
This box contained a Sanctum Key. Yeah, it sure did.
Thanks, Note.
Wow.
Now we have to put the water back in.
We don't. No, we don't.
Yeah. Okay. I was getting mixed
We're
up.
right there. Yeah, we won't have to move the water again. I'm still going to open all those boxes, and then we can move the water. Two sanctums in one day.
Anything about whiskey?
We know a lot about Fen Ares. Oh, oops, that's wrong. Got excited about the red door for no reason. I don't know how much we know in this playthrough. I mean, I know all of it. Do you have the screenshots or any screenshots of the foreman's notes from Realm and Rune?
Yes, I have that book.
So let's see how much of that we have. So that's this one. This is actually the nation we're in right now.
Well, starting at cores. The cores are all torn off, but if this is the Pentagon, that's Fen Ares. All right.
It's gonna be these things, right? Marshall.
Great. Is it? You tell me. I'm looking at the ray type now, and it's heat, rain, stormy, snow, windy. What do we know about Fen Ares?
Let me see if I can find what notes you have access to. Foreman's notes about Fen Ares. I might not have those pictures any longer. That would be sad. I have to, somewhere.
Oh, it's probably the number of rays that's entirely torn out, so I don't think we're going to be able to fully calculate this. Yeah, without the number of rays, I think we cannot solve this based on what we have in this run through.
Okay, well, I can wait and we can solve it together if that's your preference, or I can just dig up my notes and we can solve it. Up to you guys.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it in this
Okay.
run through.
Once we take Realm and Ruin from the library, we'll have all of the pieces of it, right?
Alright, to do library.
But that's great. Where is it counting our Sanctum Keys? It's not, but here's where it's counting our sigil puzzles.
Yep.
But that will remain open, so we never have to get that Sanctum Key or open that door again. And we will need to find 6 more. I think that is legitimately all we can do today, though. Let me pull out the map one more time. I can't think of anything else offhand.
Yeah.
It was a
Forcing
lot.
things in the drawing room. That's the only thing I can think of. With the 2 numbers this time rather than the 1.
Do you want to try some of that?
I mean, as much time as we want to spend on this, I guess you can do that just as easily offline next time you do it. So
Yeah, next time we bump into the room, we can do it. All right, well then, why don't we call it there? That was a surprisingly good... We're on day 11, right? We're still on day 10.
Day 10.
It's so ridiculous. The amount of progress we are making is ridiculous. We are not behaving like normal people. But that's great. So we made a lot of progress today, and we'll pick it up here again next week. Any final thoughts?
Nope. We're great.
All right.
We're super great.
we are super great. We'll see you all next time.